Hey guys, Kevin here to bring you a brand new video where today we're going to be doing day 19 of Failed Film February. And the film that we're going to be talking about today is called Slender Man. Yeah, it's spelled that way for some reason. I mean, it's based on Slenderman, the phenomenon that you know from like the game and like all over the web. You know, he's this creepy guy in a suit who like chases you and hunts you down, I guess. So yeah, this movie is fucking awful. Holy shit. So I'd actually sat through part of this a while ago with my friend, and we weren't able to get through it, or at least I wasn't able to get through it. And I walked out after what I see now is the 27-minute mark. So I mean, there was about like an hour left of it, so I got like a decent amount in, but yeah, I don't usually like walk out on movies, but that was like one of those rare times where it's like, oh my god, this is so awful, like I don't want to be here. And I could see why past me would think that because I wanted to see this movie to basically like reaffirm my opinion of it and see how bad it really is, and it is really, really bad. I think this is the worst horror movie I've ever seen. It's so bad. It's literally like the most like formulaic, cliche, run of the mill, boring story that you could ever imagine that could happen. The characters in this are incredibly dull, and there's nothing that differentiates one from the other. And you know, there's no way to like get attached to these characters. There's like nothing unique about them. And yeah, there's nothing unique about the story either, because it's literally just like a knockoff of The Ring, I guess, in a way. But it's basically just, you know, these people watch this video, and after once they watch the video, they're like cursed, and you know, Slenderman's gonna hunt them down now because they watched the video and kidnap them and kill them. That's literally it. There's nothing else to it. There's no level of detail here. There's no like interesting story to be had. There's no lore developed for Slenderman. There's nothing. Literally, this film gives you nothing to get into, and it's just like not engaging at all. Like I was like so like out of this movie. Like I just could not get into it at all. Like there's nothing to get into, and it's interesting to think about because I mean, I guess this is like a web phenomenon, and you know, people like wrote about this a lot, but I feel like, you know, this is like the problem with like, you know, trying to like make something out of source material is like when you try to like do it, sometimes like it often like fails to like use any of the source material well, and it ends up just creating like the most like basic story that you could imagine. And that just like happens a lot in general too with like video game movies, like uh, book adaptations and whatnot. And there's just like a lot of like cringe-worthy like people in this too. Like it's actually like easier to like hate these characters than to actually like them because of like how annoying they are with like, you know, their like teenager dialogue. Like at one point like one of them sneezes, and then like they make like a joke about like sneezing. Like, okay, dude, what? Like, and it's just like mostly like painful all the way through. Like, just generally painful to watch all the way through. With the exception of a couple good moments. Moments. There is a. I want to say it's literally a minute. It's only a minute long. This girl is getting like chased through like a series of like bookcases or bookshelves, I guess, and you know she ends up like getting like lost in them, and like she can't like find her way, and it's like a maze kind of. I thought that was kind of well done because it kind of reminded me of like the Slenderman game where you would like, you know, you get lost in the woods trying to find the notes or whatever. And yeah, so kind of a good homage there for that, you know, 1 minute of the dumpster fire of a movie this was. But yeah, I did appreciate that because it there's like some solid imagery there, and You know, it was like felt like a good reference, I guess. And there are like, I say like a couple like images that are used that like, you know, show like the horror of Slenderman. He like they show him in this like horrifying form, or like these horrifying things that he did, like just like a couple like images for that. Not even like not even like scenes, just like images that kind of like, I guess, make it all right. But no, this movie's not like all right at all. It's terrible. It's god awful. So yeah, I'm going to give this movie a 1.8 out of 10. That's my second one of this series. Yeah, you don't come by those often, and yeah, I think this movie deserves it. It's really terrible. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.